All right, so good afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time you look at this. But I am Michelle Alcarez, and I'm excited about doing my very first yoga video. So please be patient with me. I'm excited by this. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. I'm actually going to do today a standing. This is all dedicated to a standing hip opener. All right, so my apex pose will be the tree pose. All right, so we're actually going to start today's workout or today's session on our hands and knees. So let's just go there. So actually, let's start in a wide-legged child's pose. What I want to do is just to have us sink back into our hips, elongating that spine a little bit. What we really want to do though is to, again, for the third eye on the ground, begin to open up those hips a little bit. Inhale, exhale through the nose. Again, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. With every inhale, try to see if you can stretch your arms further away, again, to elongate that spine. With every exhale, let's see if we can kind of push our hips back into the seat of that child's pose. One more time, inhale. And exhale. This time, we're going to inhale to all fours. Have your shoulders above your wrist, your hips above your ankles, I should say. You have two ankles, okay? So we're gonna do a couple of cat-cows. So let's go ahead and inhale, heart up, round that spine. Exhale, go ahead and hollow it out. Oh, that feels so good. Inhale, dropping that, your stomach. Exhale, curving that spine. Now every inhale and exhale, think about moving from the base or moving from the tailbone. Exhale, let that tailbone be the first thing that moves. One more time, inhale. And then exhale right here. Now, because we're going to do these hip openers, let's just go ahead and just do a freestyle rounding of the hips and moving around the hips in one direction. So inhale in one direction. And let's move to the other side. Inhale, exhale. So you're still kind of doing that same inhalation, exhalation, but you're just doing it in a different style, just to really get some juice in those hips, okay? All right, let's go ahead to neutral spine. And now I'm gonna go right into downward dog. So pressing your palms into the floor, pressing the finger pads, I should say, into the floor. Go ahead and tuck those toes, bring those hips up. And here we have our very first downward dog. You see this? So that's our first one. Let's go ahead and paddle out that dog. You know, really try to get those legs ready for those standing poses that we're gonna do today. Right here, inhale the leg up, your right leg up, I'm sorry. Exhale, open that hip. As you open the hip, I want you to try to square your shoulders. So one way in which you can do that is just to look under that the left arm. And I also like to, in this pose, round my ankles. So go ahead and move your ankle around one way, circle around the other. Let's inhale that leg right back up. Exhale it down to the floor. Let's do the left side now. So let's go ahead and inhale up. Exhale it open. Once again, rotate those ankles one side. Then rotate to the other side. Then go ahead and bring that leg right on down. We're going to our tippy toes. Exhale, walking yourselves forward to an easy forward bend, forward fold. Inhale, put those arms on your hands onto your shins to elongate that back or to get a nice flat back. Exhale down. Inhale those arms up to upper salute. Exhale those arms down to the side for mountain pose. So again, let's go ahead and inhale up. Exhale by bending yourself back a little bit, bringing those hips forward. Okay, we're getting ready for those hip stretches. Inhale straight up. Now with this time, I want you to take hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, straighten up. Exhale, go ahead and move the hips to your left side and your upper body to your right. Get a nice side stretch here. You can look up at the ceiling if it's appropriate, or you look down, whichever way works for you. Let's inhale it right back to the center. Exhale, let go. Inhale, take hold of your right wrist with your left hand and elongate that. Go ahead and exhale, moving your hips to your right and your upper body to your left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale that right on up. Let's exhale ourselves right down into our forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, go ahead and walk yourselves back into a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, let's take ourselves down to chest, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale up to upper dog. Exhale down to a downward dog. Nice work. Okay, this time we're going to go ahead and inhale our right leg up. Exhale, open it up. Open up that hip. Inhale it straight back up. Exhale down. Let's do the other side. Let's inhale that left leg up. Exhale, open up that hip. Inhale straight up. Exhale it right on down. Okay, let's inhale that right leg up again. But this time I'm going to go ahead and bring it right on through. I'm going to take that left arm, bring it up, let that right arm follow, and we are now in Warrior Two. So remember, in Warrior Two, what we want to have our right toes forward. Our left foot is like at a 90-degree angle. And if you look down, what you should see is you should see that your heel kind of dissects. If we were to take a line, it will dissect the middle of your left foot. So you want to have that type of angle going. Also, you can take yourself as deeply as you can. You may need to go ahead and take that foot back a little bit. But here we just really want to get that nice stretch, getting that strength in our body. One more here. Inhale. Exhale. Go ahead and take that left arm back, your right arm up. Let's go ahead and do a nice little peaceful warrior. Now let's go ahead and cartwheel those arms down. Take ourselves back into a plank. Knees, chest, and chin. Go forward into an upper dog. And then back into a downward dog. Go ahead and take 3 breaths here. Inhaling, exhaling out your nose. If you want, you can go ahead and walk it out a little bit. For me, I have really tight hips, so I'm always in that extra movement. One more inhale here. And exhale. Let's inhale that left leg up this time. Let's open that hip. Again, looking over or under your right arm. Inhale that leg right back up. Exhale it down. Let's do the right leg. Inhale it up. Exhale, open that hip. Inhale up. And exhale it down. Now one more time, inhale that left leg up, and this time we're gonna bring that left leg through. And we're gonna do just like we did on that right hand side, which is to go into warrior two. So remember, go ahead and bring that right arm up, let the left arm follow, and there you have it. Left foot straight ahead, your right foot at a 90-degree angle. Find your pose, keep it balanced here. Inhaling and exhaling. Out of your nose. One more here. Let's go ahead and flip that right arm, take it up into a nice little peaceful back bend. Exhale, cartwheel those hands down. Bring your left foot back. Now we're back in plank, and guess what we're gonna do? Hands, knees, chest, and chin. So let's do knees, chest, and chin again. Go ahead and bring that forward. Go ahead and take yourselves into a downward dog. And this time, what we're gonna do, we're just gonna go ahead and jump ourselves right back forward. So, get yourselves, bend your knees, kind of get yourself on your, get your stomach kind of on your thighs here to get some leverage. And then we're gonna jump ourselves right up, if you can, or walk to the front of the mat. And now we're back in our forward fold. Go ahead up to upward salute. Take it back into an easy back bend. Bring those hips forward. Hands back up into upward salute. And then let's now bring our hands down to prayer. So this is our first time kind of resting or taking a breath to really feel what it is that has gone on in our body this entire time. So I'm gonna take a few breaths here as I find my music. I can't help but to listen to music if I'm doing something, so let's try this again. Let's see if my music's coming back on.
That didn't take long.
It is not. So we're just gonna keep it moving. Okay? So right here. And I'm actually gonna come to this side because now it's just about time for us to go ahead and do those standing, our standing pose. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with tree. So make sure your shoulders are back. Put yourselves in mountain pose. Take a few breaths here. Inhaling and exhaling out of your nose. Engage those quads. Now with our tree pose, we're really going to be working on opening up those hips a little bit. So you have a couple of options. Some may be, if you're here, if you're just able to do tree here, which is almost like a bike, what do you call that? Bike kickstand. There you have it. If you are able to bring instead up to your calf, you may do that. But you see again how I have my hip opened, my hips are forward, my legs are onto the side. Now, if you're ready for the entire pose, what you can go ahead and do is bring your leg up to the inner thigh. And the thing about it is that standing leg, keep it strong because the standing leg should have a nice little strength in it where it's almost like you feel the muscle hitting back into your balancing knee, into your left foot, I should say. Okay? So go ahead and find your pose. Again, making sure that hip is nice and open. And you can choose whatever arm balances you want to do. If you want to keep your arms onto your hips, that's fine, especially in the beginning, just to get our balance. Or you can choose to bring your hands up, whichever fits your fancy for today. If you fall out of the pose, just go ahead and find yourself way back in there. Let's give a few breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Keep your drishti or your gaze onto a particular point to keep yourself steady. And last one. All right, let's exhale ourselves out. Inhale those arms out into the air, I should say. You go ahead and walk your legs out a little bit. Let's do the opposite side. So again, really want to engage those quads, almost like bringing your knees up in a way to really get those quads engaged. And once again, you choose your pose. So if you are a kickstand person, go ahead and bring that knee out to the side. The bottom of your heel then hits almost like right above your ankle. If you are a little bit more comfortable, you can go ahead and put the bottom of your foot to your calf and use it. But again, we want to make sure that hip is open, because again, this is that hip opener that we're focusing on today. And if you're comfortable, and hopefully I can focus myself enough to actually stay in it, let's go ahead and put ourselves all the way into a full expression of tree, which is to bring your foot up to your thigh. Never put it on the knee. Okay, if you fall out, again, always bring yourself right back into it. So just find your pose. Oh, and I keep falling out, so I need not to look at that camera. So let me focus myself. Actually, let me go ahead and focus myself. A little challenge today. It's because it's my first video. That's what that is. Not doing anything in the world. So I'm going to do that again. And you guys, if you're already in your pose, just stay there for a few more breaths. Last breath here. Exhale, release that. Bring your arms into prayer. And once again this time, walk it out if you need to, shake it out, whatever you need to do to make that feel good. You should have felt that nice little, those nice little elements happening, right? So at this point, I'm going to go myself back to the front, because now what I would like you to do is do one more upward salute. So go ahead and take your arms, inhale your arms up to the sky. And go ahead and exhale down to your forward fold. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, bend those knees, arms, hands flat. And let's once again, knees, chest, chin, exhale. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Right here, let's inhale that left leg up. Once again, open up that hip by bending that knee, looking under your right arm. You can keep that on the left or the right quad engaged. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, straighten that leg. And exhale, bring it right down to meet your right. Now let's do the right leg. Inhale it up. Exhale, bend the knee, look under that left arm. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, straighten that leg. And exhale, let it meet your left. Now from here, I want you to go ahead and put your knees onto the ground. And we want to open up those knees wide. Let the big toes touch. and take ourselves right down into child's pose. So let's go into child's pose here. Take a few breaths here. Again, I'm really pushing into those hips. And for me, I also have a little bit of a tinge in my lower back. So once again, I'm going to make sure that my spine is elongated with those inhales. That I'm almost pressing my hips down with those exhales. So not only do I get a nice little stretch in my hip, but also I really get a nice stretch in that lower back as I elongate that spine. So 2 more breaths here. Beautiful. Let's inhale ourselves back up. We're just going to go into a nice, easy seat. So put yourselves into a nice, easy seat. Now come this way now. Inhale. Exhale out your mouth. Inhale. Exhale out your mouth one more time. Once again. Inhale and exhale out of your mouth. So now let's go ahead and go into cobbler's pose, one more stretch of the hips. So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and place the bottom of your feet together. You're going to use your hands to kind of hold on to your toes if you like, or to the mid part of your foot. Oftentimes people say it's like open up a book, so whatever fits your fancy. And we're going to inhale. Actually, let's inhale and bring ourselves up. Make sure we get the meat of our seat kind of out of the way. Bring your hands back into that position. Inhale your chest up. And exhale, go ahead and put your elbows into your legs to get a nice stretch of those inner thighs here. Okay. One more inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Let's come on out of that cobbler's pose. Close that book if you like. And go ahead and stretch out your legs. You may want to give them a little bit of a wiggle. After all of that, put yourselves into staff pose. And once again, get the meat of your seat out of the way so you have a little bit more space. All right. You're able to move your legs side to side. We do a lot with our hips and our inner thighs. So at this point, go ahead and inhale your arms up to the sky. Take your head, look at it. And exhale. Let's go ahead and see if we can fold forward. So no matter where you are, if you are up here, that's fine. If you can bring your arms a little bit more forward, that's fine. What we want to do is kind of create a nice little long stretch in your back. So if you can, keep your back as straight as possible. Almost like a sliding board. If you go down further, that's fine too. So you choose what works for you. But what we really want to do is get a nice stretch in that back and along the back of those legs as well. Take 2 more breaths here. One more breath. Let's easily come out of that. Inhale those shoulders up and exhale them down. So now I'm going to ask you to inhale that left leg into a bend into your chest. Inhale that right arm up. We're going to go ahead into a twist. So exhale by bringing your elbow to the outside of your leg if you can, or you can just wrap it around. What you're going to do with your left hand though is you're going to put it behind you. You're going to inhale, elongate that spine, and exhale, go ahead and twist. Once again, inhale, elongate that spine, exhale, twist. Just try one more time. Elongate that spine with your inhale. And your exhale, go ahead and twist it. Inhale, bring yourself back up to the front of your mat. Exhale, straighten out that left leg. Inhale, bring that right leg in. And once again, you decide if you want to, hold on to it with your arm as I did with the first one, or if you want to bring your elbow to the outside of your right leg. That's up to you. So we're going to inhale, straighten up our spine first. Exhale, go ahead and choose your arm position. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, twist. Inhale, elongate that spine. Exhale, twist. One more time, inhale, elongate that spine. And exhale, twist. Inhale, bring yourself back up to the front. Exhale, straighten out that leg. If you want to give them a wiggle, you may. Let's inhale, our arms up. Exhale, bring those arms right down behind you. And this time we want to do, so we're just going to stretch out just one more time. We're going to bring our hands behind us. What we want to do is have our fingertips facing your butt, okay? We're going to just do a really quick little tabletop type of, maybe not tabletop, more like a sliding board type of thing with the front of our bed, with the front of our bodies. What we're going to do is we're going to inhale, bend into those arms. Okay, prep yourself, exhale. Inhale, go ahead and bring yourself up into a nice straight line. Even your head, if you can bring that head back, that's fine. Okay, just a counter from all the folding we've done. Exhale, bring the butt right on back. Inhale and exhale. Let's inhale. We're going to exhale ourselves all the way down to your mat, one vertebra at a time. So what you want to do is, first of all, let's bend our knees, bring our butt forward a little bit. And if you need to hold onto the back of your legs to get yourselves down, please do so. But we're going to exhale our way down, one vertebra at a time. We get to the bottom, straighten out your legs. Go ahead and push your shoulder blades under, so you have a nice little flat shoulder. And at this moment, just let everything lay loose. So take your arms a little bit away from your body, your legs open a little bit, and we are now in Savasana. Closing our eyes, thanking our body for taking us through this practice. Go ahead and put some movement into that body. Make your fingers and toes wiggle a little bit. When you're ready, bring your arms overhead. Give yourself a nice long stretch of the body. Bring those knees into the mat, or those feet into the mat. Roll yourself on your right or left side. The right side gives you an opportunity for your heart to be higher. Go ahead and push yourselves up into a seated position. I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. And just one last time, let's inhale our arms up, take up all the energy of the sun, and let's let it sprinkle down on our head to how we speak, within our hearts. Namaste. Alright, that was my first. I'm gonna try it again. See how long that was, first of all.